into family. The castle in which we meet this evening was begun by my ancestor.
She had always stood out, her feisty personality leaving a lasting impression on anyone who crossed her path. And when they announced the arrival of the new baby, there was no question we wouldn't miss this moment. Not this time. Little did we know, Princess Charlotte was about to step into the royal spotlight far sooner than anyone had imagined. Everyone knows how much King Charles cherishes his grandchildren, but what happened at the recent French state banquet took that affection to a completely new level. Without warning, in front of everyone, he gave Charlotte a surprising new title that no one saw coming. Even Prince William and Princess Catherine were caught off guard. The room fell into stunned silence, the question on everyone's mind: what does this mean for Charlotte? Why now? And what's next for her future in the royal family? It wasn't just the new title that stunned everyone. Charlotte's reaction said it all. There she was, her face lighting up with shock, joy, and a hint of disbelief, as though she couldn't quite believe it was really happening. But while her excitement was infectious, it was King Charles's bold decision that truly sent waves through the royal crowd. You see, this wasn't supposed to happen just yet. Royal titles don't just get handed out on a whim. There's a strict protocol to follow, steps that must be taken, traditions that must be honored. But Charles, he didn't wait. He skipped all those formalities and did something completely unexpected. It was a moment that had everyone talking, wondering if this was a case of royal favoritism or a calculated move by a king with bigger plans for his family. Princess Charlotte has always carried a certain weight from the moment she was born on May 2, 2015. As the second child of Prince William and Princess Kate, she was always expected to play a key role in the monarchy. But the foundation of that role was laid long before Charlotte took her first steps, thanks to Queen Elizabeth II. In 2013, the Queen made a historic change to the Succession to the Crown Act, ending the old system of male primogeniture, where younger brothers could leapfrog older sisters in the line of succession. That simple change kept Charlotte's place intact, even when Prince Louis was born. Her position in the royal pecking order was set in stone, and it was Charlotte who made history by simply being born when she was. But it didn't stop there. Before Charlotte even arrived, Queen Elizabeth made another monumental change. Under the old rules, set by King George V in 1917, only the eldest son of the Prince of Wales would automatically be given the title of prince. Without this change, Charlotte and Louis wouldn't have had royal titles at all. But the Queen ensured that Charlotte would carry the title of princess, giving her the honor and distinction she holds today. This title isn't just ceremonial, it speaks to bloodline. Charlotte is a princess of the blood, meaning she was born into royalty, not married into it. And that distinction matters. It's why her mother, Kate, while often referred to as Princess Kate by the media, doesn't technically hold that title. Kate is a royal by marriage, not by birth, just as Princess Diana was before her. As for Charlotte's full name, it reflects the shifting titles of her father. When Prince William became the Prince of Wales in 2022, Charlotte's title evolved to Princess Charlotte of Wales. Before that, she was known as Princess Charlotte of Cambridge. For a brief time, after William became the Duke of Cornwall, she went by Princess Charlotte of Cornwall and Cambridge. Titles change as her father's position changes, and it's likely this won't be the last time. The speculation is already starting to swirl. If tradition holds, when Charlotte reaches adulthood, particularly if she marries, she could receive yet another new title. In royal tradition, male children and grandchildren of the monarch typically receive a peerage upon marriage. And for Charlotte, the guessing game has already begun. Royal expert Robert Jobson, in his 2023 biography Our King Charles III, The Man and the Monarch, delves deeper into what this could mean for her. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. Princess Charlotte's journey is far from over, and this latest chapter in her royal life has only just begun. It turns out that King Charles has long had plans for Princess Charlotte that go beyond just the usual royal titles. A recent revelation has people speculating that one day, Charlotte could possibly inherit the title of Duchess of Edinburgh. This title, currently held by Charles's younger brother, Prince Edward, is for life only. Once it reverts back to the crown, it could be passed down to Charlotte if Charles, or later on Prince William, decides to do so. But even if that doesn't happen, there's still another coveted title waiting in the wings, Princess Royal. There can only be one holder of that title at a time, and right now, it belongs to Princess Anne. However, when the time comes and the title becomes available again, it could be Charlotte's, especially if William ascends to the throne. It's a title that would symbolize Charlotte's position as the eldest daughter of the monarch. So, while what happened at the French state banquet may have seemed like a spur of the moment decision, don't be fooled. This could be the first step in a much larger, carefully crafted plan. Whether it's a future Duchess title, a fast-tracked royal title, or the prestigious Princess Royal, One thing is undeniable: Charlotte's future in the royal family is being shaped before our eyes, and it's unfolding faster than anyone could have anticipated. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Maybe the real story isn't just about titles or royal traditions. Maybe it's about something far more personal: the relationship between a grandfather and his granddaughter. If there's one thing that's becoming increasingly clear with every public appearance, it's that Charlotte's rise in the royal ranks is just as much about her deep bond with King Charles as it is about her place in the royal bloodline. At just 10 years old, Princess Charlotte already shares a connection with her grandfather, King Charles, that is unlike any typical grandparent-grandchild relationship. Insiders have described their bond as warmer, more personal, almost like a silent, unspoken friendship, and it's not just speculation. Those closest to the royals have said that their relationship has only grown stronger over the past few years. King Charles, now 76, has been spending more time at Windsor Castle, which is just a stone's throw away from Adelaide Cottage, where William, Kate, and their children live. This proximity has allowed the king the perfect chance to truly bond with Charlotte, and from what insiders say, he's fully embraced it. Those who have witnessed their interactions believe that Charlotte's spirited energy, her fierce determination, and her willingness to speak her mind remind the king of his younger self. And that, perhaps, is why Charlotte's path seems to be unfolding in such an unexpected and significant way. It's not just about royal protocols or titles, it's about the unique, growing relationship between a grandfather and his granddaughter, one that could play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the British monarchy. Amaya Ariareta, the children's clothing designer, who has dressed Princess Charlotte since she was a baby, describes her as a determined little girl with a caring heart. Sweet, but always with her own opinions. If you ask Princess Kate, she'll tell you that Charlotte is the one who calls the shots at home, even with her two brothers around. It sounds just like the strong-willed leadership King Charles is known for, but perhaps there's more to it. Royal biographer Ingrid Seward once revealed that King Charles had always dreamed of having a daughter of his own, a dream that never came true. But with Charlotte, it's almost as though fate handed him a second chance. Seward believes Charles has a special relationship with his granddaughter, one that fills a space in his heart that never quite closed. In fact, last year, Charles was seen wearing a colorful woven friendship bracelet, which some speculated could have been a gift from Charlotte herself. She had spent her summer crafting those bracelets, and the gesture, though small, spoke volumes about their bond. If you look further back, the story gets even deeper. In Diana, Her True Story, the late Princess Diana revealed that Charles always wanted a baby girl. When Prince Harry was born, Diana admitted Charles had always hoped for a daughter. It's a longing that never fully faded, and now Charlotte, as she grows into her own role, is filling that space in a way that feels almost fateful. As Charlotte steps into the public eye, she's showing more and more that she's poised and ready for her royal duties. A palace insider recently told People magazine that Charlotte is a natural at royal events, completely at ease and always ready to step up. But even with all that grace, being the middle child, the spare to the heir, comes with its own set of challenges. Royal historian Robert Hardman pointed out that Queen Elizabeth herself understood the pressures of being second in line. That's why she always had a soft spot for Princess Margaret, Prince Andrew, and even Prince Harry. The role of the spare is never easy, and Prince Harry's journey is proof of that. For William and Kate, one of their biggest responsibilities is guiding Charlotte through the complexities of her position in the royal family. William, as future king, sees it as part of his role to prepare his children for royal life, while also ensuring it doesn't feel overwhelming. The Wales family is already raising their children with that balance in mind, protecting their privacy, while slowly introducing them to royal duty. Charlotte will one day be a full-time working royal, with all the expectations that come with it. But she won't be facing those challenges alone. With a supportive family and a grandfather who not only loves her but understands her, Charlotte is stepping into her royal future with the right people by her side, and that strong foundation is already showing. Not just in how she carries herself at official events, but in the way she connects with people at such a young age. From the very start, Charlotte has had a spark about her. A certain kind of magic that comes from being part of the royal family. But it's not just her name that draws people in, it's her presence. While her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis, have their own unique charms, it's Charlotte who often manages to steal the spotlight with ease. Just like her mother, Princess Catherine, Charlotte is becoming the royal family's secret weapon. Since her very first appearance outside St. Mary's Hospital on May 2, 2015, when she was cradled in her mother's arms, Charlotte has been capturing hearts. And she hasn't stopped since. But there's more to her than just sweetness. As she grows, her cheeky, confident streak shines through more and more. And that combination of charm and sass has led many to compare her to her great aunt, Princess Anne. Both women have a rare ability to balance being engaging and expressive with a deep sense of duty. It's something Charlotte seems to have inherited naturally. This balance of politeness and precociousness is most evident when Charlotte meets the public. Though she's been in the spotlight since birth, it wasn't until more recently that we really got to see her personality come to life during public appearances. And each time, she handles it like a seasoned pro. One of her first public appearances came at just 4 years old, during the Christmas Day service at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Norfolk in 2019. Charlotte joined her family, greeting the public as they walked from the church. Prince George, who was 6 at the time, stayed close to Prince William, while Charlotte stayed near Princess Catherine. She delighted the crowd with her poise and confidence. One fan even gifted her an inflatable pink flamingo, which Charlotte accepted with a big smile and a hug, her manners impressing everyone around her. Another fan, who gave her a doll, noted that Charlotte's confidence and maturity were surprising for someone so young. From the very beginning, Charlotte has shown that she's not just a princess for the cameras. She's a royal with a natural, undeniable presence that people can't help but admire, and as she continues to grow and step into her role, it's clear that Charlotte's star is only rising. The future of the royal family is being shaped, and it looks like Princess Charlotte will be at the heart of it. By the time Charlotte was 7, she was already stepping into her role as a royal with remarkable ease. In June 2022, she accompanied her family to Cardiff for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of Queen Elizabeth II. It was a significant visit not just for the historical milestone, but also because it marked Charlotte's very first trip to Wales. The public was thrilled to meet her, and she didn't disappoint. At Cardiff Castle, she and George mingled with the crowd, took part in the celebrations, and even had a bit of fun. One moment from the event stood out above the rest. Charlotte was handed a conductor's baton by musician John Quirk and asked to lead the orchestra in a performance of "Wha Don't Talk About Bruno" from Encanto. At first, she was shy, but soon she relaxed and, laughing with George, gave it her best shot. It was a delightful moment that showcased her natural confidence. Princess Catherine later shared that both Charlotte and George had inherited a musical flair. George had picked up the electric guitar, while Charlotte was learning the piano, so leading the orchestra was a perfect fit for her. As always, she exuded charm and confidence, perfectly at ease in the spotlight. A few months later, in August 2022, Charlotte had another standout appearance at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. This time, she attended a swimming competition with Prince William and Princess Catherine, while George and Louis stayed home. The day gave Charlotte a rare moment of one-on-one time with her parents, and she clearly relished it. Cameras captured her excitement as she cheered on the swimmers, and her expressive reactions made it clear just how much she was enjoying the experience. Dressed in a black and white Rachel Riley dress with a Peter Pan collar, white sandals, and her hair in pigtail braids, she looked both adorable and grown up. After the event, she visited Sports Aid House, a patronage of Princess Catherine's, where she met athletes and staff, shook hands with everyone, and impressed everyone with her poise. Charlotte introduced herself confidently, made eye contact, and handled the experience with a maturity beyond her years. Then came Christmas 2022, a holiday season marked by both tradition and change. This was the first Christmas without Queen Elizabeth II, and the Wales family, now under the leadership of King Charles III, attended the annual Christmas service at St. Mary Magdalene Church. All 3 children were present, with little Louis making his Christmas walk debut. Charlotte, looking festive in a cranberry red coat, greeted well-wishers and graciously accepted flowers from the crowd. Her presence that day was warm and mature, with an air of quiet confidence that left a lasting impression. In 2023, Charlotte continued to shine in royal events, including the post-coronation celebrations. Prince William and Princess Catherine took all 3 children to a scout event as part of the Big Help Out initiative, encouraging volunteering across the country. It was a relaxed day for the family, and Charlotte embraced it fully. She painted, played games, and even tried her hand at archery. Afterward, she joined her brothers around a campfire to roast marshmallows and make s'mores with other children and volunteers. It was a rare moment of downtime, and Charlotte looked every bit like a regular 8-year-old, laughing and enjoying the outdoors in her denim shorts, pink Ralph Lauren sweater, and scout scarf. By Christmas 2023, the Wales children had mastered the annual Christmas church walk, and Charlotte's growing confidence was on full display. The family coordinated in elegant winter tones, with Charlotte wearing an olive green coat and black tights. Her hair was neatly styled in half braids, and she walked alongside her cousin, Mia Tyndall, greeting well-wishers with a warm smile. One especially sweet moment captured on TikTok showed Charlotte offering a bouquet of flowers given to her to Mia instead. The video went viral, with people praising Charlotte's kindness, maturity, and thoughtfulness. From accepting a pink flamingo from a fan to leading an orchestra and making someone's day with a thoughtful gesture, Charlotte continues to prove that she's more than just a royal child. She's a rising star within the monarchy, poised, kind, sharp, and full of personality. She's becoming exactly the kind of royal the family needs right now, someone relatable, grounded, and refreshingly real. And if the past few years are any indication, we're only just beginning to see what Princess Charlotte is capable of. What do you think about Princess Charlotte? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, click on the next video for more royal updates you won't want to miss.